Hello, welcome to F124. So I thought let's do some open lobbies, 5-lap race with a one-shot quali. Let's see how I finish. And that's a P2 for me, 1.5 tenths of the lead. So let's go on to the race. And let's go out, getting a great launch, much better than the Williams. So let's see if I can fully pass him so I can go to the racing line. And yes, I can. So not vulnerable for an attack of one of these guys. That's great. And behind me they're tangling 3 wide, which is great for me, because I'm now cleared from any danger. But that's obviously just for the time being. And I can already see the Mercedes behind me pretty quick. So I'm not sure if he's using a lot of battery. I'm not yet anyway. Now especially coming out of that hairpin, he's right onto me. And braking for the chicane even closer. So I have the feeling I might be vulnerable for him. But anyway, let's just get on with it. Very safe there for track limits. And now let's go to sector 3. And a Mercedes again very much onto me. And these turns in the new handling of the game, I just really like so much more. These long kind of hairpins. And now let's go flat through the last turn. Which actually I turned in a bit early, so I have to downshift.
We can now use DRS now available.
But I do now have a nice gap to the car behind, which does shrink as I give him slipstream. And getting a purple sector, which is taken from me by the Mercedes. And he's again onto me in the hairpin. So let's see what he can do in the DRS zone. And I can already see not much. And this back straight actually is much too short to actually place an overtake. Although often it is. Getting a little bit oversteer there. And these cars just right onto me as we head onto the main straight in a bit. So I'm not gonna defend this too hard. Losing 2 positions in the 1 DRS zone, not great. But they actually are going to fight each other. So let's see what that can bring me. As I'm just keeping myself in the clean air for a bit. And then fighting again there, making the Mercedes lose the car. Getting me back in the 2nd position.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
If life only was that simple. We're now about to get DRS from the Williams. And if a Williams behind me as well, very close. So let's see what he can do. As I can trail the Williams in front nicely. He's now getting a bit of a moment, same as me almost, in the previous lap. And again for the last turn, an early turn in, which is just how I take it apparently. Now I get the Williams behind me pushing. But I'm having a run on the car in front, so I can nicely defend by going to the inside and retaking the lead. So for the 4th lap, not ideal to actually be in the lead of the race. But of course I could only defend by attacking. So it's not ideal, but let's just see how this will end up. As the Williamses behind me have a nice fight. And one Williams actually tries it on the inside with hairpin here. As you can see his wheel. But I'm luckily getting a better exit. Although I'm not sure how luckily that actually is. Because being in the lead, as I said, not great for the 4th lap. Now braking after the back straight, I lock up a little bit. Giving me a huge moment. Very easy of course in this game to correct. But did lose me a lot of time to the car behind. So going into the 5th lap, and my lead's going to be taken by the Williams. But I can defend my 2nd position as I'm giving him not too much space on the outside there, kind of on the limit. But that enables me to stay ahead nicely. And I'm now clear from any threat behind for the final lap. And once again braking for the back straight. Williams very close. The Williams in front actually going wide there. But he was able to drive away 1.5 seconds. So he very much is deserving this win. And I'm now still under pressure of the Williams behind. But Luckily he cannot overtake me, so I'm getting a P2, which is decent. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed.